This is my poem about pigeons. That's just one of my favorite poems. There was a guy who lived on the roof of our apartment in Manhattan who raised pigeons. And pigeons, and they had like pigeon wars. There are a couple of guys, like on the block there were probably 3 people who raised pigeons, had coops on the roof. And, they had pigeon wars, which was like, they say one flock up against the other, and they try to woo a bird from one flock to the other, and they would play for money, maybe $1, $5 a bird. They would play catch and keep, they would keep the bird, or they'd play catch and kill. The real hardcore. I never did this, but, I knew the guy who did it, and, and I saw a documentary about it on PBS a long time ago, and it just struck me for some reason. And when you write a poem about something, it's not like you understand everything about why you're doing it. It just captures you somehow, and then you take that and you run with it. And there, of course, I reference one of the famous scenes in On the Waterfront with Marlon Brando, when he's up on a roof, and Johnny Friendly sends his people up there to kill Terry Malloy's pigeons, and Marlon's, not happy about it. So, this is called The Mumbler Speaks of Pigeon Wars. And they call the people who raise pigeons mumblers. Mostly because, like, back in the 19th century when they were doing that, everybody who raised, in the school, the children of the people who raised pigeons mumbled. I guess like pigeons do. I guess that's why. They didn't really explain why, but, So, this is about a guy who has a job, makes good money, he's in a union, but there's something about what it does for his spirit and his soul to have the pigeons. This is called The Mumbler Speaks of Pigeon Wars. Listen. Don't laugh, but I just can't tell you what it all means to me. When the fall wind rushes like this, puffing out this tattered black and gold satin high school jacket, and ruffling these just going gray locks of mine into flying away when I coo to my pigeons. Today, it is war of catch and keep, with a mumbler everybody knows as Lefty. Lefty in his flock coop on the roof at the end of the block, catty-cornered to my own. We are enemies. Some say enemies on the roof and friends on the street, but I say bullshit. Roof or street, any mumbler with the birds in his blood plays for keeps. Look, if your flock by chance or teasing or whatever lures a stranger from the enemy to your roof, you know in your heart that you've got that pigeon's mumbler by the short feathers. And brother, that hurts. We all know it hurts, because there ain't a mumbler dead or alive among us who hasn't at one time or another lost one of his own. And that kind of pain, believe me, has only 2 chances of going away, slim and none. And it sure as hell don't go away by waltzing down no flights of stairs. You get my drift? The joke of the game goes, I catch yours and you catch mine, but mine just don't get caught. Get it? For me, playing for fun just don't get it. I mean, you risk the same as the other bum. So when you win or when you lose, you got to win or lose for real. That's the whole point of pigeons, as I see it. No, I ain't saying it ain't sad when one of your own winds up in another mumbler's hands. Jesus, for days, you keep hearing those wings flapping back to the roof, even though you know it's only the wind playing with what you want to hear, or another bird whose sound is a dead ringer for the one you lost. Hey, you catch Brando on the tube last night? He played this ex-pug on the Late Show, who's a mumbler too. He crosses the mob and they clean out his coop. Every last pigeon poisoned or something. Not for real, mind you. Just for the purposes of the story. Anyway, Brando, this big tough bastard, starts bawling. He cries, I swear on my mother, real goddamn tears. Real goddamn tears in a movie on TV. It was just too real to be an act. Somehow that son of a bitch knew in his damn heart what a bird can mean to a man. Naturally, my wife, she don't understand. She don't know what a bird can mean to a man. She keeps at me, you and them friggin' birds. I swear to God, Lester. That's what she calls me, but the boys still call me the kid. If there was some way for you to be queer for them pigeons, you would. Sometimes I wonder what you and them other bird bums do up there on the roof all day. Friggin' birds, friggin' her. What's a woman know from pigeons anyway? Understand, I don't want the world in it. A couple of beers, a few Mets games with the boys, some sack time with the old lady when the birds ain't getting up her ass too bad. And it goes without saying, the birds. The job, hell, I'm union, and the bucks ain't bad. But it's just a way. Really, it's just a way to get up here on the roof. The pigeons, when they're flying, there's not a thing in this world can touch them. They are any afternoon's everything. Sometimes I think it's a damn event that anything gets off the ground in the city. Just look at them, will you? Catch the moves. Watch them toying with those clowns of lefties. A flock of damn feathered kites, that's what they are. A flock of feathered kites that's really only one kite, bigger than life, that can cape this roof with its shadows. All their wings, a single wing that listens only to me and rides the string of my whistle home.